Hello and good day. As we continue with our topic, communication, how are you communicating? Not just verbal, but your body language. How is your tone? Are you displaying, I don't want to hear this, are your eyes rolling around? Are you putting too much emphasis on how the person's body language is? Could they just be tired? Could it just be a normal pattern for them to do certain things? Think before you speak. Don't say anything that you really didn't mean to say just because you're trying to figure out something to say. In those moments, it's best just to be quiet. Give your undivided attention. You should be looking the person in their face, or at least towards their face, so that they know that you are paying attention to them. And sometimes it's best just to pick up the phone. You know, when you're texting somebody, it could come off quite different from what you're meaning. So even if you get a text from somebody, don't read too much into it until you have done what you need to do, which is reach out, call them, say, hey, I may misunderstand your text. Can you please repeat it? So many things and battles are fought because, I didn't mean to say that. Or you were texting something and you sent it before you got the proof check it. And so therefore it might be something spelled wrong that looks completely different from what you meant. And the infamous speech to text. How many times have you said something inside of your speak to text and it was completely different from what you wanted to say? So be aware of those things. And again, body language. Make sure that you're comfortable. And if you got something going on, just say, hey, I'm a little tired. So that way the person isn't looking at you like, why are you rolling your eyes or seem uninterested? And vice versa. If you find somebody just isn't interested by their body language, just take a moment and ask them. Say, hey, is this a good time to talk right now? You seem a little stressed or tired. And give them an opportunity to answer. It might not be you at all. It just may be something that they're experiencing. And we talked about tone. Sometimes, when you get excited, you might talk a little louder. Make sure that the person you're communicating know that it's not personal. It's not like you're yelling at them, that you're just excited. And vice versa. Some people get really emotional, so they start screaming and crying, and it doesn't mean anything ill towards you. It's just a part of how they communicate. So again, just understand the body language that you're giving off and understand the body language that's being presented to you. It might not be what you think it is. So again, communicate. Just ask politely. If you feel you're being disrespected in a conversation, maybe a pointer. You got some people just talk with their hands. It's not like they're intentionally disrespecting you or any of those things. They just talk with their hands. So again, don't take that too personal. A person may be sleepy, so they may be have their head down or shaking their head. And just because a person is shaking their head doesn't mean they don't agree with you. And if you think so, just ask them. Say, hey, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you agree or disagree? And then leave it to where it's an open-end question, to where it's not just a yes or no, where they literally have to respond with something other than yes or no. Some people, they're slang, yeah, no, it's like, and understand the people you're talking to. Now, sometimes if it's a complete stranger, it's kind of hard to gauge those things. So just step back a minute, step back, pause, give that person time to regroup whatever they're going through. And then just politely ask them, hey, I noticed that you're aggressive? Is that how you really are? Or, you know, is it a problem that we need to maybe discuss this later? Because again, just because you're having a communication or a conversation with somebody doesn't mean you have to get the answers right now. You know, in certain situations, if you think it's getting a little aggressive or the person's getting a little irritated, it's okay to say, you know what, hey, let's just talk about this later. You know, and or as I said before, change the subject. There's nothing wrong with changing the subject if you feel like you're being disrespected, or if you feel like the person is not paying you attention or giving you your respect, and vice versa. If you feel you're getting to the moment and a point you're so frustrated that you want to disrespect or point or be violent, then you need to just take a deep breath and just say, hey, you know, not at this time. Let's just continue this conversation later. So again, what are you giving off with your body language, with your tone, with your disinterest, with your rolling of the eyes? It's important that you know, because you may feel a certain way if someone is doing it to you. Just think how a person will feel if you're doing it to them. Thank you.